Hi, this is Brendan Egan, Director of Parks and Recreation, with another Parks and Recreation update. As we head into November, get a little closer to Thanksgiving, the weather feels like it's spring here in New England, but we've been very busy this fall with a lot of programs, activities, special events, and of course a lot of ongoing maintenance in our parks, town properties, playgrounds, and schools. Our staff has been busy with lots of new programs, some of our favorite special events, and of course our maintenance staff has been busy preparing athletic fields for the fall sports season, as well as getting our common ready for special events, and as well as Simons Park. And we really had a successful fall. We had a lot of participation in our programs. Numbers are back up pre-COVID. We really were the benefits of some really good weather. Our maintenance staff got a bunch of projects done. Install a number of benches, bike racks. We had a new playground at Francis Wyman installed, so that was a great project. And then our special events were well attended again this year. We had in the fall we had our Trucktober event, which was our food trucks here on the Common, and then of course we had the Truck Day back the second weekend in September, which drew almost 100 vehicles to the Common, but a couple thousand people throughout the day. Gave people an opportunity to see trucks that they see on the road, but see them up close and get on the truck, honk the horns, walk around the trucks, measure themselves up to the tires, some really large vehicles out here, and then got a chance to work with the truck owners, talk to them, ask them questions. And then we had our Trucktober event, as I mentioned, with the food trucks in early October, and that was well attended. We had our Power Wheels rally, so those electric vehicles that your kids have. We did some racing out in front of Town Hall with those. And then, of course, our Halloween Spooktacular, which a few years ago we added a candy crane. So East Coast Tree donated their crane and one of their operators to come out, and we filled a giant bag of candy and dropped it over the baseball field up at Simons. We had inflatables, and we had a spooky walk, and some other games. So it was really a good fall set of events. So we were happy for that. And as we're talking today, the temperature hit 60, so it feels like early fall again. But we are preparing for winter program registration. We have a great lineup of programs and events. One of our big things that starts in December, and it was in our fall brochure, is our youth basketball league, and we are looking for volunteer coaches. So if you have some time during the week and on Saturday morning to come out and help us out, we are looking for volunteer coaches. We also have a great lineup of special events. Our 5K turkey trot, we do that the Saturday before Thanksgiving, but this year we had a conflict with another event, so we are running the turkey trot on Sunday, November the 19th. So you can register the day of, but if you pre-register, it's much better. But you can register that day, and that runs the Burlington Education Foundation 5K course. So right out of Burlington High School, up Cambridge Street, down Bedford, down Lexington onto Stony Brook, and into the back of the high school there. So that's an event coming up. And if you've been around the Common and in the last few weeks, you've probably seen our maintenance crew who are busy stringing the trees on the town common with lights for the holidays. We have our tree lighting coming up on December 3rd, and that's when Santa makes a special visit to Burlington, and the common will be lit up. Lots of activities planned for that night, and we also have our gingerbread decorating, so you can check that out in the brochure. And then also we at the Burlington Parks and Recreation Department, we're fortunate to have a direct line to Santa. So if you'd like to sign up one of your children to receive a call from Santa, Santa does make calls for us on a few evenings in early December. So you can find that information, I believe, was in our fall brochure, but you can always check us out on our social media platforms as well as burlingtonrecreation.org. All of the events, the special events, wouldn't have been made possible without our sponsors. So we have a lot of sponsors throughout the fall and winter months and for all of our special events. So we want to thank them all for their support and for continuing to support Burlington Parks and Recreation. And then, of course, our maintenance staff does a tremendous job staying on top of all the maintenance needs in our parks and in town properties and schools. They have a lot of acreage to cover here, so we try to stay on top of it as best as possible, and they really do a nice job getting this stuff taken care of. And of course, our program staff is always looking for that next great program, great event. So they scour the web and do a lot of research on seeing what's trending out there and bringing that across the country. It usually starts out on the West Coast area and then works its way eastward. So if we can get a jump on it and bring it east sooner, we like to do that. We also had a couple projects done this fall. We had our pickleball courts renovated up at Simons Park and moved, and we swapped them with our street hockey. So that has happened this fall, and of course we have the treehouse up at Simons Park. We found out that someone got married in the treehouse at some point early in the fall, which was great. I mentioned our field maintenance a little earlier, and just as we head, into November, the end of November, beyond doing all their park cleanups and school cleanups for the end of the year with the leaves and debris, we're also getting ready to do one last overseeding for the fall that gets a head start on the seed into the ground in the spring, but also some fertilizing as well. So there is, constant field work and that's being done and doing it in a timely manner to get the best results. So our staff has really been trying to stay on top of that the last few years and doing a great job with it. As we talk about Thanksgiving just a week away, right around the corner of the holidays, and on behalf of the Burlington Parks and Recreation Department, just like to wish everyone a happy holiday season. Hope it's healthy and happy, and you all have a chance to get together with family and friends and share memories and talk about the things to come in the new year. And we hope to see you in a Parks and Recreation Department program at one of our special events. As I mentioned earlier, we have some great ones lined up, starting with this weekend's Turkey Trot through the end of the year. But really, we just want you to spend some of your leisure time doing something you enjoy. And if that's with us, we're very happy to have you. So until next year, this is Brendan Egan with the Burlington Parks and Recreation Department. Happy New Year.